There, I don't have to make a second cut, I can step over that. Okay, next. I'm going to check out the trail for blowdown before I go over with the boat. But rule number one is always never leave your boat down by the water. Always secure it. If this was open and windy, I would tie it down with the ropes. But this is very secure up away from the water. I'm going to leave this here, get my gear, get my saw. And head out down the trail with some gear to clear some, check it out for blowdown and clear it if need be. I've not been down this trail for 2 or 3 summers now, I forget, and I don't know if anybody else has because this is a fairly remote route. And so I'm going to sacrifice an extra trip. It's about 400 meters down. So that's an 800-meter round trip. I'll take my food barrel. This is my small 30-liter food barrel. I'll take my camera gear and the tripod there that you're set up on, and my axe, and just in case there's a real mess on the trail there. So it's some extra walking, but could be worth it. Oh, and for security here, for bear security, I'm all by myself. The bears are very hungry, so I've got my bear spray here, and I got a pack of pen launch bear bangers here. Okay, away we go. Well, here we go, about 30 or 40 meters down the trail. Fresh blowdown snapped off near the trunk. Chaos around the right side. I don't want to be portaging through that crap. And there's holes in the forest as well, forest floor. Over here, nightmare of stumps and branches, and hopping over here to scoot under there. This is a little big for my saw. I can do it. This is a 21-inch saw, but that's a lot of work. So I think I'll crawl under with my packs, and I'll just have to skid the boat over and put the boat on again or off again here. Maybe on the way back, if I have more time, I'll cut that properly. But right now I'm running behind schedule, running out of daylight. My blade guard here is a piece of PVC pipe with a groove in it and a bungee. With a hook on it. Okay, onwards. This is not looking good so far. It's 4:30. I got a ways to go, and I'm not 100 meters in here, and I see a whole bunch of blowdown. But I could step over this, but I think I can make think I can make short work of it. I got another one up there. Oh, bring it back here. I should have brought my 24-inch saw. Gotta make sure my face doesn't get hit here. Okay, good. Fell down. There, I don't have to make a second cut, I can step over that. Okay, next. Okay, this one definitely needs to be cleared. Just a little canoe tripping tip with leather gloves. Always recommend using leather gloves when using a saw. And for handling this sharp material, some of these sticks can puncture your hands. And I just fold them in half and keep them in my trouser pockets all the time. So they're always there whenever you need to do some work that involves sharp tools or sharp sticks and stuff. Full leather, and I can work around the fire with these as well. Okay, how am I going to do this here? Okay, don't take it here. Sorry, I was probably out of frame there. Get the axe and trim up a couple of those branches. Okay, that looks good. You want to get rid of stuff that's sticking across like this that can trip you up. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Trail goes around the corner there. Okay, I'm going to be behind the tree. as this wet saw is binding. Oh. Tree is green and wet, and it's just binding on the saw. Gonna have to lift it up. Oh, there we go. Okay, all part of a spring portage on Crown land, public land. Nobody else is clearing it. Okay. Just while I'm here, I thought I'd show you some beautiful pure conifer boreal forest. This is absolutely perfect textbook. Pure black spruce. There's probably a little jack pine in here, but all I can see is pure black spruce. There's low wet sites with sphagnum moss, and there's high shallow soil rocky sites that are dry. All the trees are small diameter because big glacial erratic there. This is all shallow soil. This is all rock. There's only about you know, a few inches of soil there, and then it drops down over here to low area, and there's sphagnum moss down in there. This is mostly feather moss up here. This is feather moss here, and these are some lichens growing on top of the feather moss. Let's see if I can find you some sphagnum. Go down in the wet spots. Well, this is still all feather moss here. There's some. Here's a big sphagnum pillow. Of course, this will be very wet. All kinds of uses for sphagnum. This is Labrador tea. Let me try to get a better exposure here. This is all lab tea, Labrador tea. So there's basically two species of vascular plants here. Lab tea and black spruce. Not much else. The rest is what we call the non-vascular plants, which are the mosses and the lichens. Well, I shouldn't talk so fast. There's little creeping vines of cranberry and snowberry. These are vascular plants here. But this is basically a black spruce, feather moss, lab tea, and sphagnum boreal stand here. Absolutely beautiful. Here we go with another tangled mess. Trail goes right through there. Not attracted to go around there through all that brush and debris. Neither this way. So I'm gonna have to hack my way through that. I'm not gonna film anymore because I'm running out of time here. I still have a ways to go and limited daylight, so I'm just gonna, this will be the last, I won't film this, and I'm just gonna keep going, and we'll resume when I get back down to the water. Check out that blowdown. Luckily, That's not where my trail is. My trail's over here. But the beavers have added to some of the debris pile here. Here's a big poplar that they worked on that is going across the trail. But I knocked off some branches with the axe, but I think I can step over this. It's a bit of an irritation, but yeah, I can step over that. There's a birch that the beaver cut, and another birch. Come on, camera, zoom. Old camera. Beaver chew right there, down across my trail, but it's pretty low, so rather than saw through that wet birch with limited daylight left here, I'll step over those, maybe look after them on the way back if I have time. There's my lake, secret no-name lake. Portage is done. It's 6 o'clock. I think sunset is around 9:30. So I have 3.5 hours. I can get to the campsite within under a half hour here. But I may have blowdown to clear in the campsite since nobody that I know of has been there for 2 years. So I'm not going to film paddling to get there because I may have a pile of work that I got to do before dark, but we'll see.